Welcome to the Hot Stuff Coaching channel. I'm Becca Borden, and I'm a behavioral psychologist and a certified menopause coach. Today's hot topic for women over 40 is why midlife stress hits harder and how to cool it down. Everyone experiences stress. However, the impact on women age 40 to 60 is unique because they're typically going through the menopause transition, which means they're experiencing declining levels of estrogen, which can make things worse. Let's take a deeper look. There's a lot going on for women during this time period. They may be taking on additional responsibilities at work or re-entering the workforce, all in an effort to shore up their financial security so that they can one day retire. Often, they're adding care for aging parents to their many other caregiving roles. Relationships can also be stressful at this time. The average age of divorce for women is 40, and divorce rates are increasing for women age 45 and up, while they're declining for younger women. Health issues are another common source of stress for this age group. Injuries may increase as we learn that our bodies can't do the same things that they did in our 20s and 30s. And for women, the risk of more serious health issues like cancer or cardiovascular disease increases during this time, in part due to those declining levels of estrogen that I mentioned. So wherever you are in this 40 to 60 age range, you are likely experiencing a transition where your body is learning to function with lower levels of estrogen. This transition can manifest in symptoms like night sweats, hot flushes, mood swings, brain fog, anxiety, or sometimes depression. So that's the first half of the story. Now let's look at how the body responds to stress. So in a stressful situation, the adrenal glands produce cortisol, which triggers the infamous fight or flight response. In the case of an acute stressor, something that lasts days or weeks, everything returns to normal after the stressor has passed, without any long-term effects. However, when you're chronically stressed, say for months or years, high levels of cortisol begin to negatively impact the body, mood, and behavior. Some effects you may see on the body include headache, sleep problems, fatigue, stomach upset, or a weakened immune system. Effects on the mood can include anxiety, a lack of motivation or focus, sadness or depression, grumpiness or anger. Effects on behavior can include angry outbursts, avoiding friends, exercising less, over or under eating. If your estrogen levels have started to decline, you may already be seeing some of these same symptoms as a direct result of the menopause transition. So what happens when you add stress to that? Well, we know that cortisol and estrogen are made from the same base molecule, pregnenolone. So when you're facing a stressful situation, cortisol and estrogen are competing for that molecule. And cortisol is going to win because cortisol helps us to survive, and estrogen helps us thrive. For acute stressors, this is likely not a big deal. However, when we're chronically stressed, estrogen levels are suppressed and menopause symptoms can be exacerbated, which can have long-term effects. Brain imaging studies show that for women in particular, a high-stress life might mean more memory loss and brain shrinkage. So how do we prevent this from happening and cool down? There is no silver bullet or magic pill, but one of the most impactful things that anyone can do is to get enough sleep. Women in this age range need 8 to 9 hours of sleep, and it's important to note that one of the primary functions of cortisol, in addition to the fight or flight response, is to manage the sleep-wake cycle. Lower levels of cortisol help you go to sleep, and increasing levels help you wake. And if you're not getting enough sleep, then research shows the cycle reverses, making it harder to go to sleep and harder to wake. Sleep is critical to so many functions in the body, not just stress. So I'll create a separate video that covers those other functions and includes ways to improve sleep. In the meantime, something else that you can do is breath work. If you're preparing for a stressful situation or you recognize that you're in one, you can slow your heart rate and bring more oxygen to your brain by taking slow, deep breaths. Inhale, filling your belly, then exhale. Do this 5 times in rhythm. And if that isn't working, try some more until your heart rate slows and you feel prepared to handle the situation. If you're looking for a solution with broader and more long-term relief, try mindfulness. The practice of mindfulness, even just 10 minutes a day, has been found to reduce stress and anxiety while improving mood and emotion regulation, among many other things. There are also several apps available, like Headspace or Calm, to help you get started with a practice or to maintain your practice. Another solution is to engage in a calming activity. Something like a walk outdoors can yield benefits both from the exercise and the time in nature, but it has to be something that you find calming. Similarly, engaging in activities that create a flow state for you have been found to reduce stress. A flow state is when you have complete absorption in an activity where you cannot be easily distracted and you lose track of time. It may be something artistic like painting, or it could be something physical like sports or exercise. The trick is to find what works best for you. You could also put some planning into your stress relief by identifying the times or activities that cause you stress and finding ways to better prepare for those situations to make them less stressful, such as making lunch or picking out clothes the night before a stressful morning. Or, using that same reflection, you can make larger changes to alleviate your stress. So take a look at what's making you stress and see what you can eliminate or change, or where you might be able to find help. As with everything in both biology and psychology, the right combination of practices is going to be unique to the individual. So you may have to try several different combinations before you find what works best for you. It's important in that you have ways to manage both acute stress and chronic stress, because we all have each from time to time. I hope that you found this video helpful. You can find more information on my website, hotstuffcoaching.com, or feel free to reach out to me directly through the website, email, text, or phone, whatever works best for you. Finally, you know the drill. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more hot topics for women over 40. Thanks for watching.